This is Tyrese Halliburton, and you're listening to Setting the Pace.
Look, setting the pace with Alex and Facci. Alex and Facci, Alex and Allison. If I put our jacks in the paint, how you gonna stop me? How you gonna stop me? We can go head to head. Call out your top three, call out your top three. Look at the switch from Duarte. Now that boy got three. We got Halliburton running point. This is the Benedict for the shot. If anybody gon' come in the post, then we got Jalen Smith for the block. Setting the pace, going to the top. Setting the pace, going to the top. This is your number one podcast. Sweeping every team, we gon' need a mop. Smooth.
All right, everybody, we are welcoming back a special guest. He is a reoccurring guest. He is the steal of the 2022 NBA Draft. None other than our very own Indiana Pacers starting guard, Andrew Nembhard. Andrew, what's going on?
Hey, man. Excited to be back. Appreciate you guys having me. What's up?
You know, we had to have you back on. And what I love about this conversation compared to when you came back on in August, totally different conversation because so much has happened in your life, and especially as it relates to on the court. So might as well start from the beginning. Look, game one of the season did not play coach's decision. I mean, Pacer fans were bummed out. Like, where's Andrew? We want to see him out there. Very next game against San Antonio, you log 30 minutes, you score 14 points, and you never look back. What did that first regular season action mean to you?
Man, that was exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I had the nerves, just the excitement to play the game. But man, that's the part about the league that's so different. You get a different role, different night. I went from DMP to I think I played the most minutes in the second
You
game.
did.
And then, just next few games different and different. So just a good adjustment period. It was fun just to be out there and just learn. This year has been a learning experience for me. I just try to stay in the moment and get the game reps that will lead to my development.
And when we're talking about that, I mean, just a different role type of situation. I mean, a few weeks later against the Pelicans, you cracked the starting lineup. You've now started 37 of your 48 appearances. It's been, or I would say, I guess from my standpoint, like a roller coaster type vibe of second round pick to starter to, steal the draft, like I mentioned. I mean, how do you put that all into words as to just, I guess you got to roll with the punches, or how would you describe it?
Yeah, man, I think just the biggest thing about being in the league is you got to stay ready at all times. Whatever that role will be, you got to just come in and bring your own confidence and just hoop, and understand you got to do certain things to help the team win. So that was my mindset from the beginning, and it's kind of as a second round pick going in, you feel like you really don't have much to lose when you're on the court. You just got to go out there and then everything's a plus. So that was definitely my mindset at first, and I think it helped me just be confident out there and hoop, free mind.
Yeah, of not knowing necessarily what to, expect. I mean, you've drawn some tough defensive matchups, night in, night out. Was there like a welcome to the NBA moment for you? Because for me, it was like game 4 of the season. I'm watching you guard James Harden, and I'm like, all right, it's on from here on out. It ain't gonna get easier than this. Like it's tough.
Yeah, man. I think my welcome to the NBA moment was just a month, the first month span. I think I had a couple games where I guarded like James Harden, Brad Beal, Kawhi. Like it was just like Bron, like Steph, So it was just like, yo, these guys are top of the top, and I'm gonna sign that matchup, and that was just like one of those things. Like every night's a night in the league. There's no days off, So
None.
that was something you got to adjust to.
Yeah, and when you're talking about drawing these matchups, look, it's not just like you're happy to be out there. You've won your fair share of matchups and also produced on the offensive end. So I got to give you your flowers for that. But look, we talked about when you came on in August. Pacer Nation, we knew all about you. We loved you from draft night to summer league to preseason and so on. But Andrew, in my opinion, November 28th, you introduced yourself to the world when you hit that game-winning three-pointer in front of an outstretched LeBron James. I mean, the entire Pacers team mobs you, including Kevin Pritchard, which I thought was the best part of it all, outside of the shot, of course. I mean, what exactly did that moment mean to you? And was it everything that you dreamed of when you're, shooting in your own driveway? growing up.
Yeah, man, exactly what you're saying. So your own driver, you do the own countdown in your head or
3,
whatever.
2, 1. We've all been there.
Facts. It's just like that moment for me. I was just so locked in. Like the shot, I didn't even realize it was a game winner until it really happened. Like it was just like a crazy moment for sure. Just like came all at once, and it was just exciting to see like all the work you put in come to fruition.
So what was tougher, that cross-court pass from Tyrese Halliburton, or you getting that shot off ridiculously quick?
I'd probably say the pass, man.
The pass is crazy.
Pass.
It
pass
really was. That's
man,
like,
especially with having the mind frame to just still think there's a little bit of time and get it out. Like big time pass.
that's what I was going to say. The vision and the IQ that Halliburton's bringing to the table, you just can't teach that, because in that moment, I don't even know how someone could even think that quickly, but he was able to think, make the pass, get it. I don't think there was 0.1 of a second to spare, to be honest. It was that tight of a window. So awesome shot, awesome pass. Man, but one thing that I think is funny, and me and my co-host, we go back and forth about this, is like the ongoing joke is like every time Coach Carlisle mentions you, feels like he's just like gushing, saying like when they do a redraft for the 2022 class, Andrew's going to be a top 20 selection. Then it turns to Andrew's going to be a top 10 selection. I'm just waiting for him to just say, when they redraft this class, you and Matherin are going top 2. But like in all seriousness, what does it mean to have the support of Coach Carlisle, and what has that relationship been like?
Yeah, man, that's been a big thing for me. The whole coaching staff, along with Coach Carlisle, just giving me a lot of confidence, giving me a lot of leeway to grow and find myself and get better through experience. So I've just been grateful for them to kind of put me in this position, allow me to grow. And I think like in hindsight, getting drafted to the Pacers was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Man, and a lot of people do say a lot of it is situational based, but I really do think that you would have excelled with plenty other teams, but I'm very happy to have you on our side. So, and plus, it helps having a Hall of Fame caliber championship winning coach on your side. I mean, I got to be right about that, right?
100%. He knows what he's doing. He has experience, all types of players, all types of situations. He's a big reason why we've done so well this season, why we've exceeded people's expectations. Like the whole coaching staff has put us in the right mind frame and put us in the right stuff offensively, defensively to get us to this point.
When you talk about exceeding expectations, I mean, what was like the mentality like in the locker room when you guys were predicted to win 22, 23 games, which you've already surpassed? I mean, did you guys use it as a little bit of bulletin board material, or was it just like, man, forget about all that?
For sure. I think we always talk about like we want to be the hunters, and we're the hunters. Like in our position at the end of the season, we're probably ranked preseason bottom 3-4 team in the league. So we have nothing to lose at this point. We just got to go out, play hard, play together, enjoy each other, and give ourselves a chance. And that's what we still try to do. Just keep being the hunters.
I mean, people went from talking about Wembanyama to playoffs. It happened that quickly, but I mean, that's how exciting and, I don't want to say a surprise, but they were just sleeping on the Pacers this year. And I know it's been a little bit of a tale of 2 seasons. At one point, Pacers looking really, really good. Obviously, Halliburton goes down, rough patch. And I think right now you guys have looked much better the last few games. I've enjoyed it. But just talking about the season overall, I mean, the Pacers have played 55 games so far. And, where are you at both physically and mentally compared to last season in college, which is typically 32 games plus March Madness?
Honestly, physically, I'm feeling great. My body's feeling good. And then we got All-Star break coming up, so that'll give us a good little break to kind of keep rejuvenating our bodies. But I think mentally, like the tough part is just the quickness of next game, next scout. And understand you got to be locked in every single night. There's no like days off. Every game counts at the end of the day, and that's an adjustment period for anybody coming from 25 to 35 games to now, where you almost played 2 seasons now. So definitely an adjustment period. I think I'm understanding how to deal with it and just going with the flow of learning.
It's crazy because you're talking about already playing 2 seasons. Technically, I guess you got another season to go before this one's over, before you reach 82 games. But you talked about, getting rejuvenated during All-Star break. Well, you ain't going to get that much rest because you got recognized, and very deservingly so. You and Benedict Mathurin heading to the Rising Stars game. I mean, the thing that I really want to point out to you is outside of you and Walker Kessler, no one was selected outside of the teens in the draft for this game. So that is quite the accomplishment. What does that mean for you to be able to represent the Pacers alongside Mathurin at that game?
Man, it's exciting. It's obviously super exciting. Like growing up and playing rookie sophomore game on 2K or something. Like this is just like a thing you want to do when you're younger, and obviously it's not the end goal at all by no stretch. But it's nice to get recognized for what you've been doing so far, and it's gonna be a good weekend for me and Ben to just enjoy it and celebrate kind of our success so far and the Pacers.
I think this is the perfect pre-step for you to really be able to get that taste of what it's like All-Star Weekend, especially next year when we're back in Indiana for the game. But I mean, this is just something where you talked about it's not the end game. Well, I would like to see what is a goal or two of yours, because when we had Tyrese Halliburton on it in the summer, this man was like a prophet. He was like, all right, my goals, I want to average 20 and 10. I want to be an all-star. Next thing you know, he's averaging 20 and 10. He's an all-star. Long term, I mean, what are we thinking? What's a goal or two of yours in the league?
Man, I don't like to set too many exact goals on myself, because I just want to keep going, keep getting better, and see where I take myself. But I want to be a long-time starter in this league, someone who competes for championships, is a big part of teams on championships. I want to be a big-time two-way player, and I want to continue to be I want to grow to be a big-time shot maker for sure.
Hey, I think you're already on your way to that. You're already doing a lot of what you described, and it's been a blast to watch. A guy that we just mentioned, Tyrese Halliburton, coming into the year, we wondered, man, I want to see these two together. Didn't know it would necessarily be in the starting lineup as soon as it was, but how has it been playing alongside Tyrese in the starting lineup? And how insane is it that some people thought this man wasn't an all-star this year?
Yeah, it's been obviously super exciting for me to play in the starting lineup. I personally thought I could play on and off ball coming out of college, and I played a lot more than people thought growing up, and that was kind of a knock on me, just going to be a backup point guard for the rest of his career and stuff like that. So that's been exciting to just play off of others and get that opportunity. And then people saying Tyrese is not an all-star. I mean, you could just see his impact for our team and how much he brings to the table and leads the league in assists. He's only 22 still. He's a young prospect still, and he's going to keep getting better. So people that think he's not an all-star, I don't think they're really watching the hoops like that.
I love the fact that he's played into embracing how wrong Wally Szczerbiak was. He's got the Twitter picture going right now, Wally's face. I mean, look, Pacer Nation, we're fueled off of that, of being like, you're not just going to disrespect one of our own like that. So we got Tyrese's back. We always got your back. Anyone on the team, I mean, we're just thrilled for you guys. Want to see you guys stay together and develop. And speaking of that, Miles Turner, the veteran on this Pacers team, the longest tenured Pacer, re-ups. I mean, Pacer fans did not know, was he staying? Were they going to be able to come to an agreement or not? He's always been in trade rumors. How much did it mean for Turner and this locker room to be able to keep them together for at least 2 additional years after this one?
Yeah, I think it's huge. You can see what he's done for the team this year, and I didn't get to watch him as much the years past, but I think it's consensus that he's taken a jump, and he's really made an impact on our team. Just even in the locker room, off the court, he's a good, mature locker room presence. Understands how to kind of help young guys, and he's done a lot for us. On the basketball court, he's blocking shots. He can shoot the three. He's like a modern day big man, and I think our offense really flourishes with him on the floor. So, I mean, he's still young too. He's only 26.
I
so
know. It's crazy.
8 years in the league, only 26. You got a lot more ahead of him. So, super excited to get him back and have him for a few more years.
I'm really excited to see him with this team long term, because we knew coming into this year that the team was really young. So it's like they need time together rather than having that what if, or what if we had kept this team together long term. let's let you guys continue to develop together, fight through, the losses, and celebrate the wins. But talking about some of the losses, look, no team's ever going to go undefeated. It's never happened. It never will. But the Pacers have had a couple tough ones that have slipped away. What's it like in the locker room following a tough loss, where maybe you guys know that you should have won? Is it a quick rebound, or does it sting a little bit?
Yeah, I think we've been doing a great job of just like talking about what you just said, like quick rebound. I think there's so many games in the league for you to get stuck on one. It's going to trickle into a few games or a streak. And I think we've done a good job of just staying together, understanding that this is a team effort. It's not a one person show or anything like that. So we got to stay together. We got to play hard. We're young, so we're not going to just outshot make some guys some nights. So we gotta play team basketball. I think we understand that, and we come together after wins, and we got good bets that bring us together in times like that.
Yeah, could you speak on some of that right now? Because I know like James Johnson has been like that vet that's gotten a lot of credit, and I think that's awesome. We don't see James on the court as much, but we're hearing his impact off the court. It has been huge for this team. I mean, who's been some of maybe the vets that you've been able to lean on this year?
I agree. I think James Johnson is huge. I think he brings a certain energy, a certain vibe to the facility, to the organization that just makes hooping enjoyable. And he's intelligent with the game. He understands what we need to do. Understands how to bring people's confidence up, and just a team guy. Understands winning. Played for many winning programs throughout his year. So he gets it. And I think like other guys like Buddy's a guy who brings a lot of energy on a consistent basis and super competitive, and I think that kind of pushes throughout the team. TJ McConnell is a elite leader and understands the game a lot and super selfless. He's always trying to look to get others involved, look to big up other people. So those are three guys that kind of stick to me. I mean, obviously Miles is huge, being here for so long. And just being a mature sense in the locker room. Daniel Tice too is also a good vet for us.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Tice out there. I mean, missed the first 50-plus games of the season. Now he's out there setting some nice screens, seeing him hitting some threes out there. It's been nice to see. Mm-hmm. But Buddy Hield, somebody mentioned it. Buddy leads the NBA in threes made this year, leads the NBA in threes made over the last 5 years. Does it sound weird to say that I still think this man is a criminally underrated three-point shooter in this league? I don't think that he gets that respect that he should. Am I wrong, or does Buddy feel that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he gets respected a lot.
I hope he does. And
I don't think any scout report has him not. Like, they better get him off the line. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I say. But what I'm really looking for, I know he's won it before, but Buddy participating in a three-point contest, I really want to see him take this one home. Again, I know Steph Curry won't be participating due to the recent injury, but I still feel like Buddy's got to be one of the favorites in there. And I'm just looking forward to seeing him take that title, because I don't believe he's led the league in threes outright, always consistently been like a number two. Maybe he has once or twice, but this is the year I feel that he's going to lead the league in threes made outright.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the 3-point contest would be really cool for him to win, man. He does like a lot of shooting. Like, we do like a shooting draft for practice every day. He's making like 24, 25, 23, 25. So like, I would love to see him win that contest, get his respect, and definitely win that outright award this year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I also love that rivalry he's got going on with Tyrese Haliburton as it relates to dunking. I mean, two of the guys that you're not going to think are like the premier dunkers, but they both threw it down against the Kings. I mean, did they have anything to say about that? Because those were two real good dunks.
Yeah, man. We just got two guys that don't really got a lot of balance, talking about dunks. So I let them talk about their dunks. It's funny. They're probably neck and neck, closer than they think.
It's really close. But look, we knew this Pacers team, they could score. We knew they were young. Now, we knew we could sneak up on a team on a nightly basis, and we have. We've had some big wins this year. But what's like the next step if we're going to be consistently competing with the elite of the NBA?
I think it's everybody needs to continue to take steps to develop and get better. And I think that's clear with the young team, and I think those steps are bigger with young teams too. I think like this summer, I want to take my game to the next level. I know Ben does. I know Ty wants to. I mean, like all of our guys are going to try to take steps, keep getting better. And I think with time and cohesion and playing together longer and understanding, like getting that game experience of winning big games and winning tight ones and seeing how we do it, I think that will allow us to grow. So I think that, along with whatever the front office has, in terms of making the team whatever they want to make it.
Mm-hmm. Now, year one to year two, always expected to be the biggest jump for a player. Is there something in specific that maybe you want to add to your game? I don't know, anything across the board. Maybe it's an extra move, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I think I want to just overall take my game to the next level in terms of shot making, in terms of just letting the game slow down, watching the film, understanding where I can pick my spots better, where I could be most effective, and I think I'm going to do that this summer for sure.
I'm looking forward to that. I think this is going to be a huge offseason for you. I mean, coming off of what was probably your biggest offseason, because everybody heard, the work that you were putting in some of those, the NBA draft workouts. So that went a long way, and it has paid off thus far. But before we end, I want to hit you with a little bit of rapid fire. Now, this is going to be the first thought that comes to mind. Now, I know we did this last time, a little bit of different questions. Those are more off the court. This is going to be kind of like on the court type questions. So here's what we got. Player that you have learned the most from this year?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Toughest defensive matchup for you this season?
Brad Beal.
Oh, okay. Highlight of your rookie year thus far?
Highlight of rookie year, probably a shot of the game-winning shot. I never had a buzzer beater like that.
Gotta be the shot. Now, teammate that you're closest with?
Ben Mathurin.
And best purchase that you made when you inked your rookie contract?
Best purchase was, my car.
Car? Okay, all right. And what type of car you driving these days?
I'm driving a Mach-E. It's like a Mustang electric car.
Nice. Hey, all right.
Cool little ride.
That's nice. I'm going to have to pull up a picture of that afterwards. But, hey, it sounds pretty good to me. Hey, Andrew, I really appreciate the time today. It's been awesome having you back on. I cannot wait to see, what the rest of the season has in store for the Pacers, as well as you. And you are absolutely deserving of all of the credit coming your way. You have put in the work. You have shocked any doubters that you had. I mean, these guys, they were sleeping on you. You woke them up. So as we, sign off, tell everybody where they could find you on social media and, where you at.
Man, appreciate you a lot for having me on. You guys can find me at Andrew Nembhard on Twitter and at Andrew.Nembhard on Instagram.
Appreciate it. Hey, Andrew, hope to have you back on in the future, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Setting the pace, going to the top. Setting the pace, going to the top. This is your #1 podcast. Sweeping every team. We gon' need a mop. Smooth.